Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be revealing my top 3 products that are unsaturated for August in 2019. Let's go! Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. My name is Ricky Hayes for those who don't know me, and I'm going to be revealing my top 3 $100,000 unsaturated products to sell in August 2019. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button and comment, crush it. Down below to go on the chance to win a 30-minute call with myself. I've been loving doing those, so be sure to enter the competition. Without further ado, let's get into today's products. So product number 1 is the Pancake Frying Pan. So a number of you may have noticed as well that I've updated the way a few things. I thought I'm going to spend a bit of extra time and really give you all a heap of just value as much as possible. So let's have a look at the actual product firstly, and then we'll go into answering all those questions. So I'll just make sure to mute the volume again. So as we can see here, this is a great item, and we're seeing that you can easily just make pancakes, and I'm a massive lover of pancakes. We can see that it's really, really easy, quick and easy for anyone and everyone to do. Highly portable item, so that is definitely an absolute bonus. So as a result, that is a need item. So I've got you to the links there. I've just shortened them all so you can go to all of those. I found this one via Salesforce. It is a need item. Why is it a winning item? It helps people make pancakes quickly, easily and safely with a highly portable device. It will ensure consistency of the pancakes to perfect for families. So just make sure as well that I would advise getting a sample of the product if you are scaling it, just to keep that in mind. To make sure that the quality is good, I would get a couple of suppliers just to make sure, unless you have a quality supplier already. Why is it unsaturated? Okay, not a huge amount of engagement. We can see this is obviously only one post of many out there, of course, but and it's not seen everywhere yet. So when I say unsaturated, I mean products that don't have a huge amount of engagement as yet, and I haven't seen them a ton. You know how there's the products that you see just in your Facebook newsfeed and see everywhere all the time? Those are very heavily saturated, so hence why it's not. Sources to get it from: you can get it at AliExpress, private agents, EP Roller or Weo. I always suggest, if you can, private agent, EP Roller. I find those two are the most reliable with faster shipping and higher quality products. Okay, so I pretty much answered there. I would sell this at $49.99. I'm going to actually add a field in upcoming videos for compare at price. It always should be double what you're asking, so $99.99. I would market this to the big 5 countries. I always go purchase, campaign-based optimization. Okay, so the ad sets are going to be purchase, and we're doing a CBO campaign. I would market this to women. The interests would be, fresh, tasty cooking magazines, cooking TV shows, famous chefs, chain restaurants, famous cookbooks, cooking events. Okay, plenty of interests in between all of those. Okay, again, magazines, TV shows, chefs, and all of that, they work really well because they're very heavily targeted. And they're also very broad interests. What placements? Everything but desktop for cold traffic. Okay, so all placements but desktop. I would market this to 25 and up. The marketing angle that I would use would be, I'd emphasize on the perfect breakfast. Okay, because this obviously pancakes traditionally has been mainly for breakfast as a treat. So being breakfast with the family by cooking the perfect pancakes in minutes, not even minutes actually, it should be seconds, quickly and easily from any location when you're with your family. So you can make a lot of pancakes for your family, so you can focus on having a lovely morning breakfast with your family. What budget would I use for this product? $50 a day minimum as a CBO. Okay, how many ad sets? I always do 10 ad sets. How large should the audience be? 2 to 10 mil. Okay, so broad audiences, so broad or small. I'd go broad to start with. How can I tell if it's a winning product? So I've got a YouTube link here. Across all my slides, I'll have these. I highly suggest go and watch these. They're really helpful. I put them there so that you guys, they're all free, that you guys can understand as well how to look at the data at a more deeper level. What conversion window? I go 1 day click generally across the rule, but to give people a bit more clarity, 1 day click for under $49.99 and 7 day click for over $50. I'll update this as well. How many ads per ad set? So at least 2. Okay, so you want to have 2. Slight variations to split test. Okay. What would I use, a video or image? I would use a video for this. You need to show how it works, because right now it just looks like the image doesn't really explain that very well. Okay, you sort of get an idea, but it's not going to be very engaging. So how do I make the creative? Again, I have a video on that. I would recommend going to watch that. How long to optimize for? 48 hours if you can. Okay, so you should be trimming the fat. And again, these other videos are going to teach you a bit of how to do that as well. How do I optimize my campaign? So because we're targeting the big 5, you always optimize by country first. Always do that, because you're going to trim the most fat. What metrics do I look for to optimize? Again, have a look there. All right, so those are the metrics. It's going to teach you a bit more about that, so you can understand a bit of a deeper level. What do I do to scale the marketing campaign, or Facebook campaign? Sorry. So I would upsell. Okay, so before I scale, you always really want to try and increase your average order value. Upsell with another breakfast assisting item to cook or store food easily and safely for the family. Always look at items that are highly relevant to what you're marketing, because then you're going to have a much higher chance of it actually happening. How would I scale this? Again, I got a video on that's going to teach you about that. When do I set up remarketing? Once you have 5 sales. Okay, so 5 sales, definitely pretty much onto a winner. It's just, you may be at 5 sales and you may not be profitable, but if you've got 5 sales on a product, that's showing intent. Okay, always keep that in mind. How do I set up remarketing? Got a video there, go and watch that. When do I set up automated rules? Okay, so as soon as you have a winner before scaling. Okay, so this has been one of the secrets that I've really put in place, that I'm actually adding a lot more to. Automated rules for Facebook, and then obviously scripts for Google. Scripts are very, very powerful. So what automated rules do I set up? Now, I do have my ecom sheet. Okay, so go and have a look at that if you're interested in that. That'll really help you with that. Should I market this on Google? Yes, absolutely. Even if you're only doing remarketing, you should. You can learn more about Google Ads in one of my free course videos there, so I'd recommend going to have a look there. And how would I brand this? Definitely with a custom box with your logo over the top, and get your brand name branded on the product, preferably. Okay, so for these types of ones, if you can get your actual brand name on the product itself, and if you want to try and build a funnel or a kitchen niche store. So if you build a single funnel, you can, like in Zipify pages, gem pages, you can basically make it, a kitchen funnel anyway. So one of the 2 options, whichever sort of you're most comfortable with. All right, so let's move on to product number 2. And now this is a funny one. I saw this and I thought this has to be added to the list. And sure, this is going to give you a bit of a laugh. It's a tissue dispenser monkey thing. Anyway, and I thought it was pretty funny, so it got added to the list, and it's not saturated. So if we have a look at the video, all right, so someone's marketing it already. You can see it doesn't have a lot of engagement yet, but I saw this and I thought this is definitely an item that has a lot of viral potential. When I see these types of items, I immediately think of the viral potential this type of item has. And you can just see how you can't help but laugh. Okay, so I haven't seen this one again everywhere, hence why it fits that category. We've got all the links there. Again, I did find this one by sales source again. It is a want item, so this is really important that you understand. This is not a need item. This is a want item. We don't need one of these. We get a tissue box standard, so this is purely a want item. Okay, so why is it a winning item? It's a funny prank related item, like a funny comedy, perfect item for the office. I picture this would be great in the office. People are wanting to have a bit of a laugh around their desk, home office, or just obviously at home anyway. It's a very safe product, so there's nothing to worry about there. Kids will even have a bit of fun with it, so it's perfect in an office family type environment. And everyone loves animals. Okay, so I forgot to include why is it unsaturated. Again, same pretext. I haven't seen it a lot. I haven't seen it really at all, and it doesn't have a huge amount of engagement yet. So it looks like it has a lot of viral potential, but it hasn't been marketed heavily. Again, if you can find these types of products and scale these are usually they are the easiest to scale because no one else is marketing it at present. Sources to get it from. Obviously, we know all those. Always try and aim for a private agent or straight from the warehouse. Straight from a warehouse takes quite a bit as well. I would suggest starting with a private agent. If you are interested in a private agent, I have a fantastic one on Skype. Just send me a DM on Instagram, and I can hook you up. Okay, completely free, and he's absolutely fantastic. Very, very serious. What price would I sell it at? $20 or $19.99. Okay. Marketing to the big five. Always purchase CBO. You can see a trend here, and you're always going to see this. I really want to show you template trends, okay? Because this is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of hassle, a lot of money. Market this to women. Men would buy this, but again, I just generally see that it'll be primarily women. Interests: monkeys, animals, animal magazines, documentaries, like David Attenborough. I love that guy. Office workers, large companies like Microsoft, Facebook, Google. For office workers, okay, is what I'm getting at with that. Pranksters, pranks, comedy shows, comedy TV shows, comedy channels, famous comedians. Okay, this is a type of product that, like, as just an idea, you could do one that's like people that are into monkeys and into comedy shows. Okay, monkeys, comedy shows. There'll be one that I would sort of intersect. Generally, I keep them pretty broad because Facebook's going to do its best. Always market everything but desktop in the beginning. 25 and up. This is purely touching on people's desire to be social and laugh with each other in a harmless way. It's a completely harmless item that's just going to bring some giggles and laughs. I'm sure sitting there you've probably done the same, so it's the exact same for anyone else. So market it as a perfect item to pep up your day. So that's why I think it'd be good in the office. People just look at it, laugh, and make them feel a bit better, especially in winter. So this, obviously, America is slowly starting to come into winter next. So cooler weather, so tissue boxes and that start to sell a lot more because of people getting colds and stuff. So perfect. Market $50 a day. How many ad sets? 10. You want 2 to 10 mil. You want broad interests. Again, just have a look at my YouTube. Conversion window, I would go 1 day in this case. 2 ad sets, just 2 different thumbnails. Again, optimized based on country. It's likely that it's going to be United States. So I would market this. How would I scale this? I would market this with multiple creatives. When I see this, I think that this is really easy to make creatives on because you just make it in a very joking, happy, comedy-related sense, and people are really going to resonate with it. People love those types of items. It doesn't feel as much this type of item as an item that you're trying to sell to them. It feels like just one of those funny videos you see on Facebook. They get a lot of engagement. Okay, if you can touch on people's desire to watch funny content that resonates with them, you're going to get a lot of engagement, which can lead to a lot of sales. Okay, so that's how I would really heavily try and focus on scaling it. Find funny videos and people laughing, bring it into the office, at home, and just laughing at how funny it makes their day. When do I set up remarketing? Again, after 5 sales. When do I set up automated rules? Again, after 5 sales, before you're scaling. So you should get a bit of an idea with all of this now, what you should do from the beginning all the way through to the end. Always market this on Google. You're always going to see me say that. And I would brand this with a custom bag. Obviously, this doesn't need a box. You can get a box, but a bag should be sufficient. But boxes are obviously more of an expense. So you're going to have to consider that, especially with a low ticket item. You would definitely have to charge shipping and try and incorporate that with your shipping. So a custom bag, and you can get them through my private supply. So again, if you're interested, send me a DM or send me an email. It just takes time for me to get back to you. Just a custom bag with the logo on a funnel and make it a funny description to emphasize on how this will make their day. So again, try and make a funnel for these types of products. For lower ticket especially, funnels work really well because you can increase your conversion rate, obviously allowing you to scale a lot more. And having a custom bag, and if you can make a video around a custom, like that coming out of its custom bag with your logo on the top of it with like a thank you message, can really make a difference to your overall click-through rate and conversion rate on your website. So that can give you an idea. If you want more info on funnels and that, just comment down below. But people seem to be really enjoying these, so I've been just providing as much of this as possible. Okay, so that explains that. Have a look at those links if you're wanting to learn more about the different elements on how you scale, how you look at the metrics, and so on and so forth. Okay, really, really valuable stuff. And lastly, we have this item. Now, I have seen this. This is starting to get saturated. I'm not going to lie. It's a tray that keeps your, pizza, vegetables, preserves all your food. Okay, so what's cool about this item is people. I forgot one of the questions again. Is that people will buy multiple of this. Perfect for any situation. So if we have a look here, all right. So we can see the video explains it very well. Okay, you don't need Glad wrap. You just have this. It's clean. It's tidy, easy to wash, easy to store. Very child safe. You don't have to worry about your food, all of that. It works very, very well. I can see this doing very well for obviously leftovers as well as picnics. Picnics of this would work very, very well. All right, so you get the idea about how cool this product is, and you can automatically see again how much people would even have it in the video. People would buy at least 2 to 3 of these because, especially for picnics and that, they're going to have quite a bit of food they want to preserve. This one I found via bigspy.com. You got your links there. Have a look. This is a need item because it helps solve a problem. So hence need item. Why is it a winning item? Perfect all year round. So this type of item is fantastic. It's perfect all year round. People always going on picnics, going out, wanting to preserve their food. That's limitless. Keeps your food fresh. It's hygienic without the need for traditional Glad wrap. So they're actually helping you to save the environment somewhat as well. People are into that. That's a real big trend now. Getting rid of plastic where feasible. And again, it's perfect for home parties, picnics, just storing your food. People will buy this item under a wide variety. Why is it unsaturated? As I said, it's starting to slowly get saturated. However, I just haven't seen it a huge amount as yet. All right, so that's my go-to point. There's always the products are saturated when you see them a lot in your feed. And we're in this industry, you know which products I'm referring to. If you have a look on Google Trends and that, and try and search for this, you can't find it hugely. And you look on the AliExpress Dropshipping Center, it's not through the roof as yet. All right, don't use that as the 100%. That's not 100% accurate, but that's how I define it. Always, again, try and use a private agent. This would be pretty easy going through a private agent. These are the type of items that are really, really good to scale because it's got high viral. It touches. It's a year-round item. It's an item that translates to anyone and everyone, honestly. And it's one variant. Okay, it's just one size. So really, really, really easy to sell. I forgot these fields. I apologize. I'd sell this at $19.99 each. Okay, and then I would do bundles. So this would work very well in a funnel with 1, 2, and 3. Try and really do bundles there because people will likely buy at least 2 of these. It just seems very strongly correlated. So I'd mark this to the big 5. Definitely the big 5. Purchase CBO to women. Again, mainly women are likely to buy this item up front. I always say to try men down the line, but because of the expense with Facebook, I always suggest marketing to trying to trim the fat is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, trim the fat a little bit, can save you 10 to 20% of your budget straight up front, and then it can work better for you and have a higher chance at converting is what I'm getting at. So I would use cooking magazines, world conservation interests, world hunger, cooking TV shows, famous chefs, home living shows, home living magazines. You get the idea. It's very similar to the first item, and I forgot to update the titles, so I apologize for that as well. But I'm pretty happy with this template. So all placements but desktop, 25 and up. Again, the marketing angle I'd be really emphasizing on, similar what they've done, eliminate the need for Glad wrap, traditional Glad wrap, and also foil. Okay, I didn't think of that, but foil as well. Keeps your food fresh for longer, keeps it, the way that the trays are designed, it's really presentable, okay, which is perfect for picnics and parties and various things like that, like, baby showers and so on and so forth. They're reusable, it's easily storable, it's easy to clean, it's long lasting, that can work anywhere and keep your food fresh. Really, really easy to sell. Okay, I just see this as a really easy sell, honestly, as long as you emphasize on those points. And like as you can see in the image, it doesn't just work for, you know, picnic like meats and stuff. It works for pre-cooked meals and everything. So really good for that. Easily put it in the microwave. It's microwave safe as well. So you've got tons of ideas. These are the types of products that make it really easy to market them. Start at $50 a day with 10 ad sets, 2 to 10 mil on a broad audience. This would be definitely a one-day click because people are just going to instantly buy it. I honestly just believe that people will buy probably 2 to 3 of these, just because of the nature of the item. How many ads per ad set? At least 2. This is what I'm saying. Starting out with 2. You always want to make more creatives. Definitely as a video. All right, and I would recommend learning how to make the videos from my video there. You want to optimize for 48 hours. Always optimize by country first. So if you find the winning product and you see 4 out of 5 sales US, well, logically, then you should be like, well, I'm just going to cut out the other countries for these ad sets, just market to the US, and then I'll come back to these other countries down the line, right? Keep that in mind. I missed a number of questions. What do I do to scale the marketing campaign? So I would be firstly making a funnel. Lower ticket, you need some sort of funnel, average order value. Okay, focus should be average order value straight away. Branding this item, really branding it really well, can really help. Increase your average order value, conversion rate, and subsequently you can scale a lot easier. All right, it's not all just about Facebook ads. If you've got a crappy landing page, it's not converting well, then your campaign's going to fail. It all is relevant. So go watch my video there. Again, after 5 sales, definitely a winning item. I would 100% be setting up automated rules ASAP, especially for lower ticket. You really want to emphasize on managing your ad sets properly. If you have like $100 margin, you don't need as much. You should still have it anyway, but you don't need it as much as if your margin, because this item costs about $4. I believe about $4. So, and with the fact that Facebook costs $10 to $15 on average cost per purchase, especially at scale, you can see where your margins start to dip. Hence why average order value, conversion rate, and rules is going to really help you to mandate and manage that. Definitely market this on Google. Easy item to market on Google, honestly, especially shopping. And I would make a brand funnel around it. So I pretty much explained that. So that pretty much answers all those. I really wanted to try and emphasize on this. I'm really going to be adding some more questions after actually recording this video to be a bit more specific on a few little questions that I've now realized that I want to add in. But yeah, that should pretty much explain these 3 products, how they're unsaturated, and that concludes today's video on 3 unsaturated $100,000 winning products in August for you. If you want today's slides, they're just in the description down below. Congratulations to today's winner, C.310. Just send me an email. It's in my profile, or send me a DM on Instagram. If you did like today's video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell for updates instantly, and comment crush it down below to go on the chance to win a 30-minute call announced in the next video. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't done so already, join my Facebook mastermind group. Okay, it's free. I help you in there. Others help you in there. It's a great community of people. Really trying to help everyone to achieve their own version of success in their own circumstances. If you do want Salesforce, that is my preferred product research tool. There's a link there as well. And I also decided to add a few other links. Just wanted to update you on. If you want other product reveals, there's my playlist there of other products to help you learn and understand what is a winning product, how to validate a winning product, how to market the winning product, so on and so forth. Very detailed playlist. If you want my free cheat sheet as well, this is a completely new cheat sheet. It's PDF, 100% free. Just go to that link there. It's going to guide you on how you can download that. It's 100% yours, of a number of products that have done over $100,000 each. It's yours to download. So be sure to get that. If you want to learn about Google, I get a lot of people ask me about that. It's a playlist there, number of high quality videos. It's really going to help you get kick started. Also my Facebook ads course, it's free. just my YouTube playlist there. Tons of value for all of those. Teach you how to find products, how to scale them on Facebook, how to scale them on Google. You're going to have a ton of information. So as well, I would also love your feedback. Did you like today's video? Do you like the format of this? As I said, I am improving it, really trying to make a real good template approach that you can use, download as a resource, and utilize in your own time and effort, okay? So I hope you really enjoyed that. Not absolutely perfect, but trying to make it as good as possible for you. I appreciate your time today. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you take care, and goodbye.